Hi, welcome to Inkwell Vermont. I am Chris Cafaro, your host. I am a professional artist and calligrapher, and my intent here is to help you improve your handwriting. Handwriting, as we know it today, encompasses a wide variety of script styles and hand styles. A basic form of script is something you and I and many people learned in school, a form based on English roundhand. It is no longer taught anymore, and it is called cursive. If your handwriting's pretty good, maybe we can take it to the next level and help you change it into calligraphy. Calligraphy, as we call it today, was somebody else's handwriting. It was handwriting years ago. It was normal. We all learned it in school. Now we don't. So that's where I'm coming in to help you out. So this is the original texting. So my hope is you will take this video, and it will be a series to help you use as reference material, improve your handwriting, and maybe create something beautiful. I'm going to be asking you to use what's called an oblique pen holder. So if you would get yours out right now and some paper, we can get started. Oh, you don't have one. Right. So I will give you a list of supplies that you can go and forage. I'll give you both online and local art dealers who will help you supply yourself, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. Take an ordinary pen. I want you to write the following letters on a plain sheet of paper. The letters A, capital C, F, L, R, S, and W, and lowercase f, G, O, Q, R, and S. When you finish that, take it, put it aside, and in a few lessons from now, we're going to pull it back out. Catholic school letters. All right, I want to talk about body, posture, and the environment. All right, the way you sit makes a difference. Part of this, or a lot of this, has to do with fatigue. Physical fatigue, writing, your hand hurting, your eyes hurting. So you need to think about good lighting and how you're sitting, how you're holding your pen. I'm sure you'd like to get right off to something fun and beautiful, but let's set your body up first. All right. What I want you to do is to create enough space so that you can move your arm. Okay? I'm right-handed, so I might even turn my body a little bit. Okay? Because you're going to find when you write your letters with little wrist movements, it's not going to look great. It's going to get choppy. So I'm going to give you an exercise to help you learn how to move your whole body when moving the pen. And I'll show you why in a moment. You will probably develop a way to keep your space and yourself clean. You need room for arm movement. My ink is to the side. I know where it is. At home, it's in a little box. This is a weighted candlestick holder I'm using, so that it's less likely to tip over. And with a few little safeguards like that, you won't spill ink all over your living room carpet. Sorry, Karen. So, space is clean, my hands are clean. All right. The lighting is good. I'm not answering the phone. Distractions are a problem. Imagine doing a beautiful piece, talking to your brother, and spelling the word mandukat wrong. What's mandukat? It's a word in a song called Panis Angelicus by César Franck. Beautiful document, this song. Yeah, it's trash. Try and do your work, movement, without critiquing it right now. Leave it alone. Just have fun moving it. Music. Some people like to work to music. I do too. I tried an experiment with myself. I put on some Beatles music. I had the headphones on. I'm listening to it. It's a particular album I love. There I am writing. It's coming out great. And then I switched to some AC/DC, right? And tried to get myself, I'm trying to like focus. It didn't come out well. So, either music that's easy and in some way works with what you're doing, or perhaps no music. Okay, so let's work on full arm movement. Okay? I would like you to get a dry erase board or a piece of glass or a piece of plexiglass, as I'm going to use, that and a marker and a paper towel, and you're ready to go. Plexi, white paper to stick underneath it. You don't have to, but that's okay. Dry erase pens. Let's use blue. Get my body kind of comfortable. And it doesn't matter what I do here. I want just the freedom to move. The most important thing here is my wrist is not doing this. So the movement is coming from my body, not my wrist. Dry erase board, or actually a piece of plexi like this. So for grins, I'll do my daughter Raina, her name. Okay? R. The little loopy-doos, the little flourishes are easy. That's why we're doing this. So sometimes when I'm working on a document and I want a specific type of flourish, I'll pull out my plexiglass and say, okay, the word ended in ER. Okay? I want to come off that little bit there. What's going to look right? That doesn't look right. Something simple, maybe. Yeah. And then I'll go to the paper and try it. So, your homework, if you choose to accept it. Get your plexi or dry erase, whatever you're going to use, a piece of glass. Dry erase marker. You could just do loops. And you're going to notice you're going to develop a rhythm. Each and every letter you do is probably going to have its own rhythm. Raina's R. There's a rhythm to it. Asher, my son Asher. There's the A. Get the board, practice moving your body, moving your arm, especially on your capital letters. That's where it's really going to hit home. On smaller case, you are going to throw your wrist in there because you're moving only a small distance. On your capitals is where you need your body moving. All right? Resources. If you don't have calligraphy books at home on your bookshelf, it would be nice to give you some inspiration where you can find capital letters, alphabets that you can practice with. I'm going to recommend you go to the International Association of Master Penmen and Engrossers and Teachers of Handwriting. That was engrossers, like as in engraving, not grocery store. Thank you very much. They'll have all kinds of inspiration for you, both the works of master penmen, alphabets, ruling lines to help you with spacing. Hop on the website and look at the archive of books. There's a man, his name was Louis Mataraz. There's a book of his that would work great. It's a book of words. A, arithmetic, B, whatever. But you'll see the capital letters, the small case, and it will give you something to play with. So in this little video, I've given you a few things to do. Write a basic set of letters, work on your body movement, and to start researching an alphabet. All right? Supplies. You don't have to spend a ton of money on supplies. So gathering supplies for what we're going to do is not easy. All right? Where are you going to find an oblique pen and a bottle of ink? You know, maybe Michael's, maybe AC Moore. All right? I want you to try what's called Sumi ink. It's not expensive. It's a Japanese ink, and it's amazing to work with. So you can try all kinds of things, but just for starters, let me make it easy for you. Try a Sumi ink or a walnut ink. These are, I'll tell you in a moment where you can get these. Very easy to get is Speedball's Super Black ink. It's excellent. The inks, pen holder, a pointed nib, they're hard to find. I am recommending you start with a specific nib. This is a Tachikawa G. It is less fussy, it is less, you need less finesse to use it, and hence it would be easier for you. You can find them online in a few places. Paper and Ink Arts in Nashville, Tennessee is a large mail order place. John Neal Books also. Those are probably two of the biggest, but there are tons of places out there. Finding this stuff is no longer easy. It used to be commonplace. Locally here in the Burlington area, Black Horse Art Supply, John Bates there, Boudeliers on Church Street, Artist Medium in Williston. These are all great people. They're all great places. You may find some other places, but they'll know how to get you what you need. And it should not cost you a lot. If you're down in Montpelier, there is the Drawing Board. You know, there are probably other places too. I'm sure I'll find out. But a pen holder, really I'd like you to get an oblique pen holder like this. So I'm going to recommend a basic pen holder, Sumi ink, even the walnut ink. You need a pencil, a ruler with a metal edge. I happen to use a T-square. You don't have to. The metal edge is important. You'll need paper, scrap paper, smooth, little piece of newspaper. There's a lot of paper out there, like parchments like this. For now, avoid them, because that nice new nib you're going to get might catch on this paper. And then you're going to bend it and spread ink all over the place. So, to keep it safe, plain copy paper or a Bristol. Bristol is not a brand, it's a type of paper. And Bristol comes in either smooth or vellum or what they call plate, cold plate. Get the smooth Bristol. Whether it's Canson, Strathmore, Borden and Riley, Paris paper is perhaps my favorite, but any of these are great. Your pen will glide on them. There's less resistance. There's no what they call tooth. Tooth is great if you're doing pastels and you need the paper to capture some of that color. You don't need the paper grabbing your pen in this. So don't get vellum, get smooth paper, get a Bristol. It's inexpensive and it's going to work great. Something that's not straightforward, there's a little bit of water on the side. I put my ink in a little improvised ink well because I don't want to leave the bottle open all the time that I'm working, and then it changes the concentration and the way it behaves. At most art stores, you can get these little plastic containers. A lot of times I'll fill these up with my ink, so that's the only thing I'm opening. And it's the only thing you spill if you make a mistake. Toothpaste. because we're coming to the end of the show, putting it all away, I'm going to clean my hands. I'm going to clean my tools. So a toothbrush and toothpaste, scrubbing the nib, it's a gentle abrasive, clean it up, dry it off, put it away. So long, and I'll leave you with some pen work, but I won't be talking. Thanks.